Hi, this is Pastor Bob, and welcome to Pastor Bob Daily. You know, it's an interesting story about Peter in the Bible, and I really love who he is. You know, he's the guy that denied Christ 3 times. The guy that said, Lord, tell me to come out and walk on the water with you. And then, of course, he took his eyes off the Lord and took a nosedive. He's the one that said, Lord, I would never betray you. And then, of course, he did. You know, he's this guy. He's me. He's the guy that, goes up like a rocket and down like a rock. But he becomes the rock. And it's interesting, the transformation that he goes through. You know, I identify with him. I want to serve the Lord. I want to do everything right. And so many times I just don't get it right. I don't always do the right things. I don't always say the right things. And I make promises to God that I don't always keep. And I feel like Peter many times. And I'm reminded of the end of his story, which is a great story. You know, Jesus promised him that he would actually be the leader. And, he said, Peter, do you love me? And Peter said, yes, Lord. And he said, feed my lambs. And then he asked him again, Peter, do you love me? And he said, yes, Lord, you know everything. You know I love you. And he said, take care of my lambs. And then the third time he asked him, he says, feed my sheep. And it's an interesting thing that God's calling him to. He's calling him to take care of the Christians after he's gone. And that's a pretty tall order, especially to somebody like Peter, who is like me, doesn't seem to get things right a lot of the time. And yet, after the day of Pentecost, all of this stuff happens and people are confused and they don't know what's going on. And then it says that Peter stood and clarified. All of a sudden, here's this guy, Peter, who didn't seem to have any power before, stands now, and he's got a lot of authority, he's got a lot of power, and, now all of a sudden he's a leader. That's pretty exciting, isn't it? And, it's that example, honestly, that we have today. That's our hope, is that with God in the bod, God inside of us, the Holy Spirit, we have that kind of power to transform us from what Peter used to be to what he became. Hope that's encouraging for you today, too. God bless you. Have a great day.